Isn't it kind of weird? We live in this world where you can get food, a ride, pretty much anything with just a tap on your phone. But when it comes to buying or selling a house, it still feels like this huge, complicated thing. So let's dig into why that is and how tech is finally starting to change the game. And that's the big question, right? It's the one that drives so many of us crazy. The info is out there somewhere, but it's all over the place. The whole process is clunky, it's slow, it just feels like it shouldn't be this hard. And that exact feeling, that shared frustration, is what's kicking off a massive revolution in real estate.
All right, so before we jump into all the cool solutions, let's really nail down the problem. What's the core challenge here? What are those daily headaches that real estate pros are dealing with? The ones that this new tech is built to fix.
For anyone in the business, you know exactly what this looks like. It's hours just gone. You're hunting for data, you're wrestling with endless paperwork, you're trying to make all these different systems talk to each other. It's just a massive time suck, and all that energy could be going into what actually matters, connecting with clients.
Okay, so every big solution, every real game changer usually starts with one person who just got fed up. Someone who lived the problem day in and day out. And to really get the why behind this PropTech revolution, we have to look at the story of a founder who was right there in the trenches.
Yeah, so founder Zhang Wenrong, he wasn't some outsider. He was an agent for years, so he knew exactly what it was like. He saw this huge gap between the tech that was possible and the clunky reality of the job, and he basically said, okay, I'm gonna build the bridge. And this quote, this really says it all, doesn't it? It shows that this was never just about making things faster just to be faster. No, the whole point was to use tech to bring back the human side of the business, to make it a better, warmer experience for everyone, from the agent to the home seeker. So, that's a great vision, but how do you actually make it happen? How do you turn that idea into a real tool people can use? Well, the answer was to build a complete, all-in-one ecosystem. Let's break down the tech and the business model that really powers this whole thing. And the key to it all is something called SaaS. You've probably heard the term. It stands for Software as a Service. And honestly, it's a total game changer. Think about it. Instead of spending a fortune to build your own complicated system from the ground up, you just subscribe. You pay a fee and you get access to top-tier software that's always being updated for you. It basically makes powerful tools available to everyone. And this is where you really see the aha moment. If you wanted to build all this stuff yourself, you're talking over $500,000 new Taiwan dollars. That's close to 20,000 US dollars, and months, maybe even a year of development. The SaaS model just throws that whole idea out the window. For a simple subscription, you get access to a powerful, ready-to-go system like tomorrow. And we're not just talking about one single app here. No, they built the whole shebang, an entire ecosystem. You've got your main property management system, you've got special apps for rentals, tools to track your calls, even a system to draw up floor plans right there on the spot. But the most important part? All these pieces talk to each other. They work together, so you're not juggling a bunch of separate, disconnected programs anymore. Okay, to really see how this works in the real world, let's zoom in on one specific task. Something every agent has to deal with, and something that can be a real pain: getting a rental agreement signed. This is where it gets really cool.
It's all about automation. So the agent drafts the contract in the app, boom, an SMS text goes to the landlord to e-sign. The second they sign, boom, another text automatically goes to the tenant. Once they've signed, the agent gets a notification, and the final, legally binding PDF is saved. A process that used to be a week of phone tag and chasing emails, it's now done, in minutes.
And here's another one. Check this out. You know that super detailed, legally required property description document? The one that can take hours to put together? Well, with their tool, which by the way they call the Property Description God tool, which is awesome, you can get it done in 10 to 20 minutes. Just think about that. That's a huge chunk of your day handed right back to you.
Okay, so that's the foundation, right? A super solid, efficient system that gets the job done. But that's just the start. The next big leap, the thing that changes everything, is when you layer AI on top of all that data. And that's where we get to the real revolution. To get why this is such a big deal, just think about how you find information. Remember back in the 90s, you'd type a keyword into a search engine and get a big long list of blue links. Then, in the 2010s, things got a little smarter. Google started giving us those little info boxes, right? The knowledge graph. But in just the last couple of years, since 2022, everything changed. And this is the revolution. We are fundamentally shifting away from searching for links to asking for answers. It's the difference between going to the library to find a book and just having a personal librarian who reads it for you and tells you what you need to know. It's literally like having a research assistant in your pocket 24/7.
And the speed? It's just mind-blowing. Think about it. A question that might have taken you 5, maybe 10 minutes of clicking around and reading, now you get a direct answer in less than 30 seconds. This isn't just a little bit faster. It's a completely different way of getting information.
So taking all that incredible power, Houseol built their own AI assistant. And what can it do? Well, it can pull up property info in a flash. It can check recent sales data for you. It can summarize everything you need to know about a neighborhood, schools, parks, transportation, and it can even analyze price trends on the fly.
And the best part is, you don't have to learn some weird computer code to use it. You just talk to it. You ask it a question in plain English, just like you'd ask a colleague. Hey, find me a 3-bedroom apartment near the Nehu MRT station. That's it. The AI gets what you're asking, and boom, it brings all that information together for you right then and there.
Okay, so we've seen the slick ecosystem. We've seen the powerful AI. But so what? What does this actually mean for you, the agent who's out there every day? Let's tie it all together and look at the impact this is having in the real world right now. For you, this means you're standing with a client and they ask a tough question, and you can answer it instantly with the data right there to prove it. It means a brand new agent can get up to speed and sound like a neighborhood pro in a matter of days, not months. And it means you get back hours and hours of your life that used to be spent on research so you can focus on your clients.
And really, that's the bottom line here. This isn't just another tool or some new app to download. This is a new kind of partner. It's an AI partner that doesn't replace you, it makes you better. It gives you the power to be faster, smarter, and way more effective at your job.
Which, of course, brings us to the final and most important question. This isn't science fiction. This isn't coming soon. This revolution is happening right now. Your competitors are already using these tools. They're already getting faster. So the only question left to ask is, are you?